We human beings identify with other human beings, right? We have this connection with other people. And that's why when we tell a story, it usually involves a human being behind it. Now, when we're talking about the 3D universe, game creation, animations, all of this ends up becoming a bit of a problem because you need to create a 3D character, and it's a complicated process. Now, who brings a solution to this in a mature way in the market? Real Asian. In this video, I want to talk about this software, Headshot 2. Actually, it's a plugin within Character Creator 4, which is, as the name suggests, a character creator. This update of theirs allows you to create a character entirely from scratch, already with facial expressions, so it's quite a lot, and like a complete software for you to create whatever character you want, however you want. Let's see this. In fact, they give you the possibility to use artificial intelligence, and within the software itself, you can change the character's clothes. It's compatible with various industry graphics engines, like Unity and Unreal Engine. For those who don't know me, I'm Neri Neto, welcome to my channel, and I have to say something very important. I'm bringing these videos, if you're seeing me in English, watching me in English, it's me in the flesh here. However, I'm using artificial intelligence to dub my voice. That's all, but I'm a person of flesh and blood, not an avatar. I'm not trying to hide it. I even think it's quite obvious that I'm using artificial intelligence, right? It's not natural, you can tell something's different. But I'm doing this to spread as much content as possible that's relevant to the 3D industry. I already have a large audience in Portuguese, where I originally record my content, and now I'm expanding here in English. If you like this content, consider subscribing here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Let's get to know each other, and let's talk about Headshot 2. The link is also here in the description, okay? In case you want to take a look at Relusion software, which for me is a company that brings truly simplified solutions to our 3D workflow. And so you can really do a lot. These guys bring content, they bring truly enhanced software. So step by step here, what you can do with Headshot 2. First, right, you need Character Creator 4, and then you buy Headshot 2 separately. Here, you can already get a good idea of what's possible to do with this software. So for example, you have I'm going to open it, guys, and show you, okay? It even has, look, the Sue, and there's also Donald Trump and Sydney Sweeney. I'll show you. Well, here we have the image. In Headshot, we have image and mesh. It can generate from any image you provide of a character. Like in this case right here. He put in this image, and it generated the face part, the face. The clothes here were added later, okay? And also from the mesh. This means you can upload even a full body mesh, but it will base itself on the face, on the head part, to build this full body character of yours. Look at that, you can create stylized characters. So this is really cool, because today, with artificial intelligence, or even if you already have some skill, you can create your character exactly as you'd like and use that image as a reference. So with this reference image, it managed to create this character, and it already identifies the eye color, the size. So you have these two workflows, basically. And, well, you can later. Here he's showing how the mesh workflow is. You place the little dots, right? So there's the reference on the left, and on the right, he managed to import it. He imported this head over here, and then he's placing the little dots. So here and here, here and here, right? It's saying, look, this part of the eye is proportional to this other part of the eye. And it also has the ability to detect automatically, okay? But sometimes you'll need to make a little adjustment here or there. And after you do this processing, it already comes with full facial expressions. And here he brings another example, which is the possibility of working with the image. So he put in the image of the character's face, also put in the body, the full body, and it already generated a very high quality character for you. Look at how it turns out, really fantastic. Man, it's really cool, right? You can even add, look, these details, the facial cavity or the mouth type, the nose type. You specify, look, if the eyes are droopy, if the nose is more pointed or not. And then you make adjustments so that the topology matches the image you'd like. And besides that, you can generate, through artificial intelligence, an image of a character. It generated the character there for you already in high quality, and then you set that image to be generated. Now, let's say you have an image that doesn't have much quality. Fine, you take it. Come and use the artificial intelligence to be able to enhance your image. So it will correct the shadow like it is here, right? On the left, you have a poor quality image, or not poor, but a quality up here. Look, where you can see there's a shadow. And all of that will be projected onto the character. So when you run it through their artificial intelligence, you get this enhancement, and you can even remove the hair. So the artificial intelligence will try to understand what this image, this character, this person would look like without hair. So you can add hair on top later, during editing, because this software allows you to do that. Then after removing all the hair, you just go there, drag and drop it. There's an infinite variety of hairstyles that you can use. Of course, some of them are paid, but look how cool it turns out. And of course, you can refine it and make adjustments, and then just process it again if it didn't turn out exactly how you wanted it. And then you get these very perfect facial expressions, and you can change the clothes of the character you created in there really quickly. So I'm going to show you an example here, okay? I have Cristiano Ronaldo right here. Of course, guys, you'll see it's not exactly the same, obviously, but man, really, for the time I put in here, proportionately, it was a very, very good result. Really good indeed, man. And of course, here I'm in an environment where I put these clothes on. I can clothes on Cristiano Ronaldo or any other character. For example, here, let's see how Cristiano Ronaldo looks in a very casual outfit like this. Look. Phew, maybe this other one has nothing to do with him. So let me quickly show you the process. To upload the image, you can double-click here or click on this folder. See? Here I have separate ones for Cristiano Ronaldo, Donald Trump, Sydney Sweeney, but I'm going to create one of my own here. I took 2 photos and I'm going to put them here now to do it live with you. Live but recorded, right? But anyway, live for me at least. I'll upload the image there, and now I'll also upload the side image. Alright, you can generate the hair or not. It'll be an approximation. And now I can select the details of my face type here. The camera doesn't capture it very well, my phone selfie. It flattens it, well, not flattens it, it makes the face look a bit different. But anyway, for testing purposes here, no one is too attached to how the face looks and all. I'll let it try to identify things, and here's the part about how I want the body. So I can select, anyway, adult, normal, and you can also put the whole body if you have it. So here in Cristiano Ronaldo's case, if you look, I put him in full body, which can be a bit difficult to get a character in a still pose. Looking nice using artificial intelligence. But I managed to do it. And well, now I'm going to do the following. I'm going to select the body type, male, and generate it. As a sketch, this is very good, guys. And what's the point here? The point is that my lighting, it's a little bit more, and then you look a bit tanner. When you go to upload the image, you need to use an image that really, since it's going to be based on my texture, I need to use a good image. Usually studios use very high quality images with very high quality cameras, right? So I can come here, look to AI image generator, and I can remove the hair, remove the beard. I can enhance the image, and from that, I can generate it. This right here was the image it generated. And so, guys, this is me without a beard. So it's really cool that you can generate and enhance the image right in here. So I also took a side profile image of myself, and then I'll generate it. And this was the new result. Here we already start. The fun is already starting to get more interesting, right? What can we do from here? Go here to content. And now I go to actor. Eye. Dark eyes. Replace. Whoa, that's already looking closer. Now we can make some adjustments. I can click here. Look, active sculpt morph. and I can use the image as a reference and keep modifying my character according to the image I provided. You can adjust it with or without symmetry, and increase or decrease the opacity here to be able to see it better, even putting it in dark mode. Look, you can also change the selection to modify only the ear. That way you can have more precision. But here I'm just showing the features, right? So let's move on. From there, you go and add hair. I don't have my exact hair here, but I can try putting this one on to see how it looks. Yeah, it looks a bit more like... I think the closest thing I have for hair right now is this one. Then I can add some pants, a shirt, and we're starting to have the character. Cool, right? Let me show you two things now. The Donald Trump eye cream then. And at the end, I'll still show something very cool, which is the compatibility with Unreal Engine, right? Donald Trump. Very yup. And all these characters, man, I made them really fast. Just with the image. The quality of the characters is really cool. And then you can modify it in case you notice anything different. If you're a good connoisseur of Donald Trump, you have access to all these transformations here. Look. When you have the headshot, there are the normal modifications already. And the ones from the headshot pack. So you can change all of this here on the side. Look. Nose height. Nose depth. All of this in detail. And there's something you can't underestimate, which is the hair. Hair on us humans, you know, whether it's a beard, eyebrows, or hair, actual hair, has a huge effect on our look. So the closest hair I had was this one here, which I was, putting on. But if you put it like this, you'll better understand what I'm talking about. How hair makes a big difference, And then you can model the hair, right? You can buy packs, put them here. It has this compatibility. And the cool thing is that in here, you can make, look, the character walk, just to have a preview. And you can make all kinds of adjustments, okay, guys? Don't worry about that. Sydney Sweeney, does it look like her? I think so. It's pretty cool. And then I just put this little outfit on her. This hair isn't really a style she usually wears much, right? So, and Sydney Sweeney too. Curiously, this point I make about hair, here, her hair already brings more of what we're used to seeing her in, right? So it suits her better. And then I at least thought this one was very similar to the digital character, right? Wow, of Sydney Sweeney. I thought it turned out really similar indeed. And it's really cool, man, to be able to see the creation of a 3D character like this just from an image. And with great quality, and as I said, if you didn't think it looked like them, you can transform it, you can change all the features as you'd like. The character creator gives you that possibility. And I know many people are skilled enough to be able to make these transformations. And then we have here Unreal Engine 5, which has the game animation sample, which is a movement system. And look who I put in here. See? Cristiano Ronaldo. CR7 doing... See? This is very fun. This movement system is free. From Epic Games, it uses the technology available in Fortnite. And I teach it in my course, which is here, in the description and in the pinned comment, okay? I teach how you can create custom animations, put the character with a weapon, put other types of characters, including Relusion characters. So if you're interested, it's here in the description and in the pinned comment. See? I think the whole Relusion ecosystem with character creator, iClone, headshot is a complete ecosystem, perfect for you. Who likes 3D animation and also game creation? It's really complete. I highly recommend it. If you're interested, man, take a deep look at the page. If you have questions about the software, send a question to their support. But of course, I can't answer every single question, those specific doubts about the software that you might have, okay? But what I can say from my personal experience is that yes, man, it's very, very complete. Really good indeed. And I'm sure that you, on the other side, over time, will be able to do things even much better than me, There are people here who follow me who are artists who really have a lot of skill. A software like this in the right person's hands, man, you can do some awesome things. I hope you enjoyed it, okay? Thank you so much for staying until the end of the video. Big hug, bye-bye. Now,